It's Miller time. 18-year-old Alex Miller has just released his debut album, and here he is to tell us about it and to play a song from it exclusively for MusicTalk.
An empty bed's got only empty dreams. You toss and turn, sleeping with a memory. Waking in the morning, it's so clear she's still gone, and her goodbye is all I hear.
I'm Marty. I'm in Auckland, New Zealand this morning. Whereabouts are you today?
I'm in Lancaster, Kentucky today.
Lancaster, Kentucky. Very good. How's things in Lancaster?
They're actually kind of cloudy today, but for me, it's sun is shining very, very bright.
Well, why is that, may I ask?
Well, my album has come out last Friday, and I'm just doing all kinds of stuff. We got back in from West Virginia yesterday, and just been traveling like a salesman.
Very good. So you've had a good reaction to the record as it's come out?
Oh yeah, it's been really, really good. I ain't had no negative reviews as far as I'm concerned. They haven't sent them to me or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. Yeah, hopefully there will be none. So it sounds pretty exciting. So what do you got? What are you doing? You're on the road? Are you doing some gigs? What's happening?
Well, yeah, I'm actually, we got done. We did a show Monday, and my next show is the 20th of this month.
Okay.
It'll be in Muhlenberg County. So we had a tornado come through the Kentucky a while back, and we're doing like a benefit concert.
Oh, good on you,
folks over there.
Yep.
So that's our next show, and then got some cool things coming up this summer. We're opening for Brooks and Dunn at the Iowa State Fair,
right?
And then Toby Keith at the Ohio and the Wisconsin. So
nice.
Doing some big shows. I'm very, very tickled with that.
Yeah. You ever see a tornado in person?
Lord, no, and I'm very thankful.
I grew up in Western Pennsylvania. I saw one once a long distance away. That was enough for me. None suits me just fine. Exactly. All right. So you got the album. It's Miller Time. It's out. So tell me a little bit about how it got put together and where you recorded it and when and all that stuff.
I sure will. So the album come about, I've been singing music and playing music ever since I was about 7 years old.
Right. And you're all the way up to what, 18 now, right? 18.
Yeah. That's been quite a while. I guess I could retire if I was working a job, but
there you go.
But I started as a kid. I listened to like Hank Williams Sr. and all the old guys when I was a kid, and of course I like just about anything, truthfully. But that's what I kind of started listening to, and I know that's definitely influenced my style. And
sure.
So growing up and listening to that, I always wanted to put an album together. And after American Idol, I wanted to have some music for the folks that really enjoyed me on the show. And so I started talking to people around town and around Nashville, that is, and trying to figure out who ought to be producing the record and this, that, and the other. And so I'd had a bunch of songs I'd wrote with a guy named Jerry Salley, who also ended up producing the record. Right. And so we got some of the best talent musicians in Nashville to come out and play, Brent Mason, Mike Johnson, and you name it. It felt like it was some of the greatest players of all time are on this record. And so they all come out one Saturday, and we all got together and we put this thing down, and it turned out some magical country music stuff. That's for sure.
Sounds pretty cool. Yeah. Now, before we get into the album itself, I'm just curious what the American Idol was like for you. Was it a good experience?
Oh yes. Idol has been done nothing but favors for me. I've been trying to get in the music industry way before Idol, and it's nice to have that key to just walk in and turn the knob and get through the door.
Gotcha. All righty. So getting into so you got Jerry Saller, who's writing songs with you, producing. Whereabouts did you record? What was the vibe like in the studio? How long did it take you to put it together?
So we recorded the tracks first, and then I, of course, went back and did the vocal stuff. And,
right.
We recorded the tracks. It was in June, and then I come in and did the vocals in August. But I wanted to be there for the tracks and stuff just to meet all the guys. And so we recorded this at the Gorilla's Nest out in the Goodlettsville, Tennessee, at Chris Latham's. It's a studio in his house, and it's a big studio just in the house. But we said it was too country to record in Nashville. But I don't know if there's anything to that or not.
I'm not sure. I'm hoping to try and get to Nashville this year. I've never been, so.
Oh, you got to check it out. It's a nice town, really is.
Okay, cool. So it starts with a tune called "Breaking the Bank." So,
Oh yeah.
is that one you wrote with Jerry?
There's a hole in my pocket where my money used to be. Oh, my wallet, it moved out when you moved in with me. When what was mine became all yours, you began to change. Girl, you're breaking my heart and breaking the bank.
It is one I wrote with Jerry, and I had that idea when I was a kid, because my mom and dad always talked about breaking a piggy bank and getting my money. But in this case, it sounds like a girl broke somebody's heart and the piggy bank. So
that's
a little tough on the old boy in this song.
It's a sad but common story, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think it's been told 2 or 3 different ways before.
And from your point of view, being the youngster that you are, how do you relate to this kind of stuff?
Well, that was the beauty in bringing Jerry in. I've had my heart broken a few times, but my bank account, luckily for me, has been fairly all right. So he had some personal experience that he brought to the table when it came to that song.
Oh boy. Okay. I like "Don't Let the Barn Door Hit You." It's got a very rockabilly kind of thing happening. Are you familiar with rockabilly? Is that
Oh, I love me some Carl Perkins and some Elvis, and I got a Sun Records collection. I got the old ones. I love that stuff. And I saw your record collection back there too.
Oh yeah, I've got a big Sun box set somewhere in there. So
awesome.
You can't miss it. So how'd you get exposed to that? That's a long time before you were born.
Well, that goes back to Granddaddy too. He was a big Carl Perkins fan. So I've been sitting here holding my Matchbox for so long, and Blue Suede Shoes, and I grew up with that stuff too. And rockabilly is just country music without the steel guitar and the fiddle, in my opinion. But I grew up the Barn Door song. It come about Paul Bogart, Dan Wilson, and a guy I'm going to get to write with next week, Mr. Bill White. I'll put the song together, and it was pitched to me, and I heard it, and I thought, well, the idea for the song is great, because that sounds like something my grandmother would have told my granddad whenever he was acting up. And so I said, well, I got to record this song. I said, it swings, it does exactly what I want a song to do, and we put her down.
Cool. You put her down. All right. Now I see there is a Hank Williams song at the end of the record, but before that, there's a tune called "Freeborn Man," which, if I'm not mistaken, was originally recorded by Paul Revere and the Raiders. Do you know them?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes.
Because I'm like, how did that happen?
Well, I originally heard the record from the bluegrass world from Jimmy Martin.
Right.
And so I grew up with that record as a kid, and I always like to put my own spin on a song, and I've been doing that part on there where I know every inch of that, put that D sharp in there on that ever since I was a kid. That's just something somebody showed me, and I've just done it ever since, and put that in the record on a song. I don't know if that's been done. So we had a good time, and it's definitely my own take on a classic for sure. Yeah,
because I see a lot of people have recorded that song, but it was written by Mark Lindsay and Freddie Weller, I think, or something. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. It kind of blew me away when I saw that credit in there. So that was very cool.
Well, we like to throw some different things on a record.
Now I see you got your guitar with you. Are you thinking of singing something or what?
If you need me to, I'm always willing. I've opened my mouth. There's a note or two comes out.
Well, let's do it. What do you got in mind? What do you want to play?
Well, I'll do you one off the record,
okay,
since we're talking about it here today, and we haven't got to it yet, but I'll tell you the story about it.
Yeah, so please do.
One on the record called "I'm Overused to Get Over Me." And this is a song that I did on American Idol whenever I was on the show, and I wrote this thing about an ex-girlfriend of mine, and she wasn't too keen on it, but I sure was. Kind of maybe a male's Taylor Swift version of something she would put together. But so we had a 6th grade talent show. I wrote the song when I was in 6th grade.
Right.
And so I got up and did the school talent show, and she was there, and I made it very plain that this was a song about her. And
I'm sure she'd love to hear that.
She was so excited about it. Yeah, she was so excited. She came up to me and chewed me out about it.
Yeah,
and
good.
The show was over, and told me never do the song again. It looked bad,
Yeah.
And I said, man, I guess you're right, but I didn't quit singing it.
Right.
So whenever it come time for American Idol, I thought, well, I'll just get that old gal again.
Sure, she'll love to hear it again.
And play it again. And I'm going to get her today, too, if that's all right with you. Here we go.
Go for it.
Well, Well, time and time again, I tried. And just when I get you off my mind, well, you come crawling on your knees, falling, crying and begging, please. But I'm over you, so get over me. Well, your lying eyes, they finally made me see that you and I were never meant to be or meant to be. Well, lately I've been getting smart. You know, you're never gonna break my heart, 'cause I'm over you. So get over me. Here we go now. Well, I know you and I've been through a lot, oh, baby, we have. But you and I just got to stop. Oh, I'm tired of this misery. I want to be single and I want to be free, 'cause I'm over you. So get over me. Oh, yeah, I'm over you. So get over me.
Woohoo! Very good. Beautiful. Thank you. That's fantastic. So you said you started singing when you were 8, but you obviously didn't have that voice when you were 8. So when did it become what it is today?
Well, it kind of hit me like it does every other teenager
Right.
around that time. And it's slowly gotten lower over the years. I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. It's just something you're born with, I think.
Right. And were you always going to sing?
Oh, yes. Whenever I was a kid, the first song I ever learned to sing was Long Black Train, but I don't know if I can even still get through it today or not. But I started out at 3 years old in church, and then guitar was at 6.
Right.
And my mom says she thinks I come out of the womb singing, and I'm almost believe her a lot of days.
Yep. Okay. So now the record is out. What do you hope to happen?
Well, I've got a song that I'm pushing right now. That's the current single, and it's called "Through with You." And if I can get that in the top 40 or something like that on country radio, that's my goal. Is to get on the Billboard 40. That's for sure.
I see there's a video for it. Tell me about making the video.
She left this house with lots of empty space, just like my heart. Nothing but an empty place. If she walked back in, it wouldn't be the same. You can't move on once you've heard somebody say, I'm through. She said, I'm through with you.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. So the video features Miss Kentucky. It's worth watching just for her. Her name is Maria Montgomery, and her boyfriend as well, Mr. Todd Lantern. Now, he was a UK basketball player for the Kentucky Wildcats, so it was nice to get him in there as well. And that was his first role as an actor, and he did an amazing job. They said the parts where they were mad at each other was very easy to film someday, so we had a lot of fun on set with that. And, putting a music video together, I didn't know how hard that was until I went into doing it. And I had a guy named Steve Kenny who filmed the video and helped me produce it. And it turned out fantastic. It adds a little depth to the song. And I think that's some of the most important things is to, whether the music video is, have a great song in the first place and then add just a little bit more to it.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like you had a good time making it. So, yeah. You working on any more videos? You got a whole album full to work with there.
We sure do. The one I'm working on right now, I think we're going to do one for the patriotic song on the record called Boys in Uniform. And it's a nice song. And I think it'll be our next release as well.
Very good. And are you thinking about the next record already?
Oh, yeah. In fact, I'm going down to Nashville next week to write with some guys and hopefully get some more material for the next record. We've got a few songs already kind of picked out that I'm really enjoying and liking the feel of, and some throwback stuff like I did on this record, but also some maybe more modern contemporary stuff working with. So just trying different things to see what the folks really want to hear out of me.
So what do you look for with a song co-writer?
I look for someone that has a whole heck of a lot more experience than I do. That's
Well, that shouldn't be too hard to find.
No, it's not. Especially as young as I am, it's not very hard at all. And I really enjoy writing with Jerry. We connect really well. We have a lot of the same interests, and that's been one of my favorite co-writes so far. I also got to write with Larry Cordell and Jerry at the same time, so that was just an honor to be in the room with Larry Cordell and Jerry Santa as they compose and put together a song. It was just it was like going to college for me. I took a lot of notes.
I'll bet you did. You ever been down to this part of the world yet?
I have not. I would love to make it over y'all's way. Plane tickets. You can almost buy a plane for the tickets.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Right.
Get Elon Musk to sponsor you.
That would be amazing. That'd be amazing.
He seems to have money to burn these days. So what the heck?
Yeah, he ought to help some country singers out. That'd be great.
Yep. Absolutely. All righty. Well, good. What else are you doing? You got more gigs. What are you doing the rest of the week? Anything exciting?
So the rest of this week, I'm going to be doing some more interviews and things, and that's always a lot of fun. I love to get on talk with folks. It's one of my favorite things to do. Right. It's like as big a mouth as I got, I might as well slap my jaws, as my nana would say.
There you go.
And I'm going to be traveling this weekend down to Nashville, and looking forward to writing next week. That's one of my favorite things to do, is put together a song. All
righty. Well, thanks for the song that you played for us. It's fantastic. And who knows, hopefully we'll get to hear you sometime soon down here.
I'd love to make it to I know that ain't Australia where you're at, but I'd love to make it to the land down under down there.
Yep. We got a pretty good Americana scene here, so that encompasses all that stuff. So
that's awesome. And we sure do appreciate y'all playing our stuff.
All righty.
Especially the fans. Appreciate y'all.
Okay. Well, have a great day and a great week, and good luck with everything.
Well, Marty, you too. And thanks for getting on here and talking to me for a little bit.
My pleasure. Believe me. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.